3, 2, 1, go!
It's getting to the point now, viewers, that I might have to start showing you every game, because we might win the league with Spal. As you can see, folks, currently second in the table. Heisa, Casola having a great year. We've got the top 3 assist makers in the division. We've scored 48 goals, 9 more goals than anybody else. Our goal difference nowhere near as good as Juve's, has to be said. Actually, I say nowhere near as good. 4 different, but we concede way more than Juve do. It's a situation. Since we last met then in our 1-0 win over Udinese, where Dorian Heisa got the winner, 3 games, and much like I said last time, 3 wins. The first of which came in the Tim Cup. It was a 5-0 romp of Inter. I've never seen anything like it. We missed a penalty in the 6th minute, and then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened. Diaz got the first, Heisa, and then it was Heisa again. Gluklu got one as well, and then Sousa finished it off. 69th minute, scores and wraps up what is a quite phenomenal win. It puts us in the next round of the Cup. I may well today, and I'll say this now, double upload day. If this video hits 2,000 likes, we'll see the first leg and the game against Lazio, Torino and Lazio then later on today. If you're interested in that, drop a like, and if we hit the target, you'll see the video later on. If not, it'll be tomorrow, don't worry. We then, though, followed that up. 3-0 win over Fiorentina. Again, a game in which we've largely dominated. And do you know, I've not checked if we're top of the possession table. I'll have to do that in a moment. But again, it was Renzi, Heisa and Gluklu with the goals. The big story, though, really, was that Renzi, if we show Renzi on screen now, he scored a goal, but shin splints, out for 6 to 7 weeks at this stage, and will miss a few key games, including these cup games we've got coming up as well. Luckily for us, not a great deal of matches. If you look here, actually, you can see there's a lot of games in April and May, so we should be back for the majority of those, I hope, but we'll miss out certainly the first leg, probably the second leg as well, of the Sim Cup. So, finally, it was Inter again, a 3-1 over them. Belotti got the goal in the 30th minute. Quite a few bookings in this game for us, but you can see from the stats, shots-wise at least, and shots on target, we dominate the game. Casola rounds things off, but it's not the goal I want to show you. The goal is Alfonso Sousa, and I'll show you from the breakaway to the goal itself. You can see the way it's passed around, and then the finish. This is such an enjoyable time to be the manager of Spal. We're playing some beautiful stuff. And speaking of the team, and speaking of Alfonso Sousa, he is bloody excellent. My God, if you can get him at any stage on Football Manager this year, get him in. If I can get him back on loan next year, I will do. I think it'll be near impossible. But I dare say this guy is the reason we're so good. And we talk a lot about herbs and spices, the strikers, but this is the guy. I mean, 20 years of age, unbelievable. When we signed him, I wasn't sure. He's 5'5". I wasn't sure I would adapt to this division, but my God, he's sensational. 2 games for you today then, Genoa and Pescara Calcio. Now, we've mentioned Pescara Calcio many times before, and if we take a look, can I look at the past meetings of Pescara Calcio? I can indeed. Hang on. So as you can see, this is our record against Pescara Calcio. We play them in our second game. That is really the main event of today. Can we finally beat them? So far this season, they got the win against us in October, a 3-1 victory. We've scored 4, conceded 16, 19 points to them, 1 point to us. They are dominant. But as mentioned, we kick things off with the game against Genoa, and this, my friends, will be the side to kick things off. We'll just make one change. Hateboer steps out. Pereira moves back to his more familiar right-hand side. Pozovec in goal, then Diaz and Casola in the centre. Another name to mention, by the way, Casola, 8.14 in his last 5 games, a 7.49 overall, playing superbly well. Again, we talk about these strikers, but the whole team are playing well. Pereira and Barloco then on either side. Toscano sits in front with Luca and Sousa in the middle. Yosu, which is not how you say it, in the centre of attacking midfield spots. Heisa and Gluklu's, of course, come in then. Renzi out injured, but Gluklu can do a decent job, and when he's actually played for me, he scored once or twice, so he's not doing too badly. You might have seen in the fixtures I showed before, he had some goals to his name. So, let's get involved then. Match preview it is, and Genoa at home, in theory, should be an easy 3 points. Our run, by the way, is ridiculous. Okay, then we are strong favourites for the game, and I can't believe I'm going to read this out loud, but Spal has moved top today with a win. Juve are playing Ternana. What's your name? Good. So I think they'll probably win that one. Okay, the one name I recognise there is Nasting, but with a face like that, Yap, I think my team are going to be terrified. Hopefully for the better, though. Right then, can we do the job today? Dorian Heisa is in the form of his life. Can he continue it? Let's hope so. We'll just bring the match stats and the league table back, and underway we are. As the first chance of the game, that would have been embarrassing. How long can this run go on for? I think it may well be 12 games. It's 11 or 12 games. I've never had a team like this. I've never had a team like this. Corner kick played in. Sousa cleared. Glucklu's going to be on it first, though. Sousa's going to put it back in. Casola's there. Heiser close range. Show with the save, though, and claims it. And I got to say, folks, Pescara, worth noting as well, 6th position, having a very good year themselves. That is the real test of me. As another corner's played in. Casola, Ruben Diaz down. Luca and Glucklu with the goal. Makes it 1-0. 27 minutes gone. Even the replacements are scoring. Well, this is tricky now, isn't it? It's not spices. Is it the guac? Is it the guacamole? Is it guaclu? Is it guaca? Could be guacamole. I think guacamole it is. He's not going to like that. There's nothing he can do about it. So, but it's 1-0, and that's what we're looking for. I've had teams in the past that have played well, and when I've done series and I've come up through divisions, I've never. So this is like the second season or third season we've been in this division. Remember last year? We were dreadful as we get to half-time. Yossi's got a bit of an injury here. I'm going to bring Balak in just to play him in behind. He's been a regular fixture for us recently, so we'll get involved again. I've never had a side like that seemingly were almost tipped for relegation last season turn things around so drastically. I don't know. I'm thinking back through saves I've done on the channel when I've had teams with Swindon and Palmer. It took us so long to be challenging. Now, what is becoming evident to me is that whatever happens next year, European places are looking more and more likely. We could win the league. I genuinely think with the run we're on, with the football we're playing at the moment, I mean, did you just see that goal? This is so possible. It is miraculous, is the word I would use. The turnaround is miraculous. Sousa, again, I mentioned him before. Lovely ball in. Barloco, it's headed down. It's one touch and it's a goal. We play. It's a video game, right? We played some beautiful football in this video game. It's just a diamond. It's just a diamond. Right, I'm getting very carried away. That usually signifies a couple of goals here for Genoa. There's the first. Brilliant. Right, well, here we go. It was the title bit, Ben. It was when you went, we could win the title. Look at that wall. Look at the state of that wall. I mean, just when you think everything's going perfectly, you get a glimpse of that again. I mean, it looks ridiculous. Why is it just on one side? This wall annoys me more than the old wall. Right, Glucklu's struggling for a bit of fitness. There's about 12 minutes left to go. We're going to go to a more standard approach, and the change we're going to make is... Ooh, I don't know. I think we're going to bring on Danny Graham. It seems daft, but he just seems to kill games. That's a ridiculous thing to say, but generally speaking, it seems to work. All right, before we do it, Danny Graham on the well, he's got the ball. That was the biggest shock. Sousa's on it again though. Into Balak, out to Pereira. It's knocked down. I'll tell you what, this could be, as you know, a chance. It's launched forward. They've got no one really there though. Ruben Diaz heads it on, but they pick it up, and this could be a testing time. Casola, though, lovely little bit of work and plays it back to Pozovec. Defensively solid from us, up towards Dorian Heiser, who flicks it on. Well, Danny Graham was lurking. Who knows what could have happened, but it's Genoa again. Bring it forward, fire it forward, and they're in the area. Oh my god. Okay, defensive it is. Let's shut up shop, shall we? Holy smokes, that was an effort. Okay, time is ticked away, and this has been one of our closer games. You've got to say 2-1. It looks like it's going to be over as it goes behind for a corner. They don't get to take it. A 2-1 win then. Spal again, another win, and I'm just going to show you the run once again, folks. There we are. Then I assume Juve won their game. They did win their game, so no top of the table antics quite yet. Pescara coming up. I showed you before. This is the real test. Yosu's out injured 3 weeks. Now that is a bit of a killer, and I'll tell you why. You lose Renzi, you can kind of cope with it. You lose another one of that front three that have been so good together, and all of a sudden you're panicking a little bit. I just noticed that Pereira is on the top assist. He's the right back. It didn't click with me. Another player, by the way, who's having a fantastic season. He's also got 14 yellow cards. Well, yeah. Right, then on to the next one. Pescara coming up, and it should be a good one. They're 4th in the league, though. This is a big old game all of a sudden. I'm interested. I am enjoying this save to a level where I didn't think I would this early on, especially. Have you got a favourite player so far? Is it one of Herbs and Spices? Is it someone who's a little bit of an unknown, but you just he catches your eye in the games we show? Let me know, comment section. Favourite player? What are you thinking? I think out of the players I don't mention too much, I've got a little soft spot for Barloco, for whatever reason. I just like him. I think I've always had a soft spot for the players that shouldn't be good. But I'll show you. So Luca Barloco, good player, 11 marking, 13 tackling. I wouldn't sign him at this point, and that's kind of what I like about him. He just does a good job every single time. It's the Jeff Thomas effect. It's the Jeff Thomas effect. Okay, folks, Pescara coming up, and we have a few issues to deal with. Pereira, who I mentioned, I mean, he's got a lot of assists. He's also got a lot of bookings, so won't feature today. Hatterborg will come in for him then, and will be unavailable. A lot of suspensions I find in this team. And now Yosu, who apparently that's not how you say it, he's going to have to sit out as well. Another player that's a bit of an underrated player. Who do we put in for him? I guess Garcia, actually. Makes perfect sense. Brought him in. Haven't seen him play for me so far this season, but is probably the perfect fit in this position. So he comes in for his debut for us in this Spal lineup, which, I'll be honest, he better fit in quickly, otherwise we're going to have problems. There's no argument to say we could put Sosa slightly further forward and bring Garcia slightly further back, but I don't want to meddle with that too much. Okay, I think, and I'm just being honest, this is our biggest game of the season so far. They're a side that so many times have caused me a problem, and I've never beat them. I've never beat them. For whatever it is, I think the draw we got against them was the first time we ever played them, in Serie B, might I add, and we've not beat them since. We've lost every single time. It's ridiculous. Right, can we break the Pescara curse? That is the question. And they're having a good year, which I wish they weren't. Hi, sir. No. Oh, Dorian! And you know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, number 71, Dorian Heiser. Oh, Dorian. He's done it again. He's about 30 yards out. He's a free kick wizard, and he bangs it in the back of the net. That's what we're talking about. Dorian Heiser. He's making a claim for my best regen ever. I'm not talking YouTube. I'm talking ever. They're forward though here at Pescara, and I've got to have my wits about me because, as I've mentioned before, they are a side that caused me problems, and it was so easy for them. What is it all about, Malele? I mean, every great team's got either a rival or a bogey team. These boys are a problem. What is all this about? It's played through. Malele, it's a nice little finish, smart finish, and back on level terms pretty much instantly. Okay, can we get back in the lead? We're staying attacking, we're staying fluid. For those that are interested in the instructions, we're looking for the overlap, getting into the box, short passing, retain possession, higher tempo, more closing down, and playing fairly wide. For those that are interested, I'm sure some of you are. It's just working. It's just that I found a diamond that just works, but it's Pescara going forward again, and this can't happen again. They've played it into towards Luca. He's headed it on. Maybe it's their system, their formation. I don't know what it is. They're going forward. Hatterborg, great interception though, and now Dorian Heiser. First touch is not the best, but oh my god, what a ball! Guacamole. Oh, he's at the post. What a ball from Dorian. Across the pitch, probably weak foot as well on his left foot. Toscano with a corner, plays it towards the near post. It's cleared, and nothing's going to come from it. But that can't get over the ball from Dorian. My word. I'm going to have to start bringing the hashtag scenes t-shirts out in a more Spal colour. I'm going to have to do it. Dorian forward again. Where's he going to go? Across that left-hand side into Garcia, Barloco, into Sousa. He's got a way out here. Plays it back into Heiser though, and the ball to Hatterborg, and the delivery's good, and Glucklu's there. Guacamole does it again. Doesn't matter who the strikers are in the system. They're going to score goals for me, and there it is. 2-1 against Pescara. That's what we're talking about. Heiser, the creator, once again, plays it onto that right-hand side. Hatterborg's delivery is pinpoint, and at the front post, volleyed home by Metahan. Shouldn't have tried his first name, Ben. Just Glucklu would have done. Glucklu. Okay, at half-time then. 2-1 up. Looking good. Happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Why say anything else? Although I'm fearful. I'm not not overconfident about this game. They've caused me so many issues, and here they go again. Corner played in. Casolo heads the first one away. And if you can win this back and break, this could be... I mean, I feel like if we get a third, it's game over. But if they... Malele's done it again. He's just banged it in. They are my competitive rival. I don't know how... If it was Juventus, I'd kind of go, it's Juventus. It's Pescara. Malele drills it in. I mean, it's a 2-2. Are we going to find the crucial goal? Luca's struggling a little bit, so we're going to bring Ballack in. Again, played a lot when Luca got injured, so we're going to get him on even. I'm just thinking as well, Toscano, he's on a booking. I don't want him to get sent off as he charged. Oh my god, he nearly... No! Okay, played it through. Heiser's there. I thought he was going to foul him. Dorian Heiser on hand. Oh, I love it so much. 25th goal of the season for Dorian. I mean, Toscano tackles him. I'm terrified he's going to get sent off. I almost took him off as well. And Dorian, so many of his goals happen like that, when he races in a goal and just pokes it past the goalkeeper. And there it is. 2-3. Half an hour to go. And Still worried about Toscano. He's got himself an assist now. Heiser, Dorian. Oh my God, Barloco. Referee. Penalty kick. Alex Ferrari with it. And is it going to be Dorian for a hat-trick? No, it's going to be Toscano. Of all the people we've just been talking about him, is going to take the penalty kick. I'm so excited. I feel very excited about this save. I don't know what it is. Toscano steps up. I mean, he's killed the vibe. He's killed the vibe completely. Get the candles out, quick. I still think we should make the change. Although I don't like to make changes between positions. Miranda's going to come on. You've not seen him yet. I think he's featured once for me already. But we're going to bring him on just to sort of see this game out. Toscano's going to go off. Yellow card. Played well, just missed a penalty. I don't want him to do anything rash. Okay, Heiss has also picked up a bit of an injury, and it's a corner kick. Sousa plays it in. Ruben Diaz was almost there. I thought that was going to be a definite goal. Back to Dorian, though. Whips it in towards that back post. It's nodded down. Garcia's there now. Cleared again. As far as Casola. Out to Barloco on this left-hand side. Can he whip in a ball? He can. And hello? Highlights? Are we doing highlights anymore? We're not doing highlights anymore. Okay, not long to go. 3 minutes. Is there going to be a final goal? Dorian's there. It's cleared. Barloco from there. Oh, my God. Still 3-2. Time is ticking away. We're on attacking. We'll go defensive. Final 3 minutes. Shut up shop. Our third win against Pescara. What a moment for me. Juventus keep on winning, though, so we're not going to go top in this game. 5 seconds to go, though. And the run, it continues. Unbelievable stuff. If you want to see 2 more games, the first leg of the Cup, there'll be a double upload day possibly happening today then. 2,000 likes and I'll give it you. And there we are. These Spell boys. I mean, we've got an almighty task to take on Juventus. That is the task at hand. But if you want to see some more, then do drop a like. And that's almost going to bring us to the end. I mean, we'll just confirm everything. Juventus got a 2-1 win against Bologna. Quite a tight game over there. But would you Adam and Eve it? Dorian Heiser, Amaro and Renzi, Casola's there as well, Pereira, and we're second in the league. I've never seen, I mean, for those that are interested in sort of all the stats and all that, if you want to pause it and take a look, by all means. Just noticed that Diaz is suspended and Heiser is injured. 3 weeks. All 3 of them are now out, so he's out for 3 weeks with a hamstring injury. Okay, so we won't play with love with care from Milano Reggie until next time. Danny Graham's getting a start.